here we go. So what we have here, and I drew it up this way because it's kind of what we did in this last game, you know, and I'm gonna show you the film, you know, give you the receipts on things so you'll see what's going on. Now, I can't say what would happen if we ran it the right way. I know exactly what would happen if we run it the right way. I misspoke. We just haven't run it the right way. Um, everything that I give the coordinator, he adjusts it. But when I give it to him, it's already got batteries included. All you gotta do is wind it up and let it go. It's taken us a few weeks to get this part right here. Now, the huddle call for us, we trips right, 30 turn. Now, they ran it out of pistol. You could line them up here and then move him in between the cadence to give you a picture, right? However, the start of the play should be like this here, okay? Would it be an indicator if he lined up in the right spot? Absolutely. But I really don't care about the indicator because we're still going to get what we need to see, right? All I'm attempting to do is get leverage on this guy right here, on that Sam. The pre-snap is this. I have space between the field corner and the Z. Perfect. That, here we go with the full field read concepts, right? The full field read is eliminating and adding reads pre-snap. So in this instance, since the field corner is playing off, I know that my eyes are going to go to this guy next. He becomes the first read. My eyes go from here to here, post snap, okay? So that's a 1A, 1B. What I mean by that is this. When the ball is snapped, I am screaming to the sideline as fast as I can. I have a must outside release here. Now, we already see that we have a 2-on-1. Once I snap the ball, I'm voiding this. He's out of the play. My eyes go right there. If he moves to go get F, now my eyes go to 1B. It is the job of the Y, take that down, you've seen it already, to get outside leverage and run that stick route, okay? If he doesn't vacate, pre-snap, I know that this guy's playing off, so what ends up happening is, I just block that, and it turns into a screen. It's a built-in screen at snapping the ball, right? The receiver has to feel that. He has to know that when I catch this ball, I'm ripping it right now, based off this. If that guy sits, settles, bails, I'm throwing the ball right here. If he flies to the ball, I'm trying to hit that whole shot. Hypothetically, that bandit, nickel, whatever you want to call him, is here now. I have a window to put that ball in, to fit that ball in there. My job as a Y is to get outside leverage, right? To get outside leverage and keep him on my hip, right? If I change the camera view, when I come out of it, I'm coming out and I'm keeping him here, giving the quarterback this, okay? We should have a direct line to the quarterback in the Y. That's why I don't want him over here to get in the way of that throw, okay? So that's the whole thing. So let's do this. Let's say, for instance, they do something Great, we run this play a few times, right? We complete it, get first downs on it, they make an adjustment, right? Which will be suicide for them because they'll move him here, hypothetically, walk him out here, take the Sam and jump him outside that route and basically bracket that Y. This is now covered up, right? That's when you go backside, pre-snap, and you run that. Worst case scenario, okay? He falls off, right? What I'm gonna tell the quarterback, remember I said manipulation with the eyes. As I'm playing quarterback, what I'm gonna do, I know I'm going backside all day. So what I'll do is I'll catch eyes here, but my feet are here. So I'll catch eyes here. Now I'm manipulating that wheel. If we win on this, which we should, it should be a window, direct throw right to that slant. However, if they try to banjo it, combo for corners, banjo for backers, I'm gonna say banjo it, where he tries to hold that off and pass it to the wheel. Once he lets go, I'm hitting the hole. But if he carries it, I'm throwing hot right here. It's the X's job to occupy that boundary corner and then come out of it late, right? Okay, now, let's say for instance they came out and played a traditional two-high shell. What we're looking at now is the manipulation of that field corner. The reason I want that F wide like that is because if he stops his feet at all, it's a must outside release, right? But if we hit that a few times, it's a long run for this guy here. Again, it's the same read. Now, my eyes are going to the field corner. If I can get him to stop his feet, right, I'm gonna shoot that ball right in the hole, right over his shoulder. And if you hit this a few times, he's gonna start to get antsy to make a play. Once he starts to get antsy, I'm getting up the sideline, hitting that ball 17 to 20 yards right behind his ear. I'm going from here to here. He doesn't have to fly as fast now because that nickel's sitting there, right? I'm sorry, he doesn't have to fly as fast because the field corner's sitting there. He can hold that off for the most part. We got to get going, get on our horse and clear that out. If he sets his feet at all, I'm ripping through and getting outside that soft shoulder up the sideline. Now, worst case scenario, we get jammed up here and that nickel is sitting in that void. We got to have a big body to run, and that's why you see that stick route there. We want to put that ball right in the hole, right? Give me a low throw, low and outside, put it on me, big body, go ahead and make the completion. You still got 8 yards, right? Now, quarterback doesn't feel comfortable reading that. He wants to take a shot backside. It's the same thing back here. If they check man out of two high, or if they play zone, he'll probably float, right? He'll probably play hard, but here's where the technique comes into play. I got a down corner. Now I have to change my route path. I'm still gonna run slant, but I'm gonna run my slant at your outside shoulder. 4 yards outside the outside shoulder. What are the principles for cover two? You cannot let him outside release because you're gonna put your free safety in a bind, right? So I'm gonna push him to the sideline to make him go with me, right? That should carry us about 70 yards down the field, 7 to 8 yards down the field. So we'll end up being here somewhere, right? If this guy's doing his job, he's gonna be hard shoulder and make him release inside, right? That's fine. I widen and cut across his face. If the wheel vacates or bails, I still have a window if I want it, but for the most part, that's still a throw. What's the adjustment? Flies down, opens the window, makes it an easier throw, right? So there's answers everywhere if everyone does their job. Okay, in this picture, we have a few things wrong. One, the formation is set in pistol. Two, the back goes to the throwing side of the quarterback. The quarterback takes a 3-step drop, which makes him late with the ball. Therefore, he had to rush his throw, which causes him to be a little low with the ball. You got to be in the right spot. You got to run the play the right way for it to work.